Hello, my name is Allie and welcome to my channel. We are back with London Detective Mysteria, Holmes' Route. Now, I have said in my past few episodes of this game that I'm still working on the voices, so if they change a little bit, they're going to change. Just, I want to see what I feel for the character, you know, but we'll see. Let's just go. It could be she's panicking if she knows we aren't far behind. The steps face towards the north end of the park. You're right. Let's see if she's over there. Before that, I wish to expand upon Watson's unparalleled knowledge of felines. It was the same clipped tone he used before moving ahead. Come off it, Holmes. No harm in me showing off a bit. You don't have to steal my thunder each and every time. Steal your thunder, you say? Huh, how queer. Is what you call tripping over yourself to please a simpleton like her? The retort was so natural that I almost didn't understand what he said. Almost. That's just awful. Me? A simpleton? And what's with this about tripping myself? We both know I'm a lot better on my feet than you. Stop talking over each other all at once. It's getting on my nerves. He forced past the issue he started by returning to the mystery at hand, and the insult already long gone from his mind. It's believed that just 1 year for a cat is equivalent to 17 human years. Is that true? I know with dogs it's 7. Then Chelsea would be close to our own ages? Even so, a cat's intelligence is only at the level of a 2 or 3-year-old, right? So she couldn't outsmart us. Most would think that, and yet it is very much possible. Why, you ask? Cats are skilled hunters, with both keen instincts and exceptionally capable builds. At any time, we could be thrown off her trail. So stay focused. We need all our wits about us if we hope to find her before it's too late. It was a tone of indifference that spoke of routine work, but there was something else as well, an urgency that was overshadowed by his lack of expression. Not to worry, Holmes. If worst comes to worst, I'll grab her tail and... How could you, Watson? You shouldn't grab the poor thing's tail. It's one thing to set about a scoundrel during a fight, but you ought to reconsider hurting the Queen's cat. You do have a point. Don't know what I was thinking. Watson stood there, sleeves rolled up and ready to go on the offensive before Holmes and I stopped him. As he let his arm drop into feet, Holmes's attention shifted. Watson was quick to notice. Wait. I see. Now it all makes sense. What is it, Holmes? Look, the paw prints disappear right here. After that, nothing. I looked where he pointed. You're right. But where did she go? There isn't a tree she could climb close by. Even if she could jump a long distance, I don't see any sort of gap between prints. What do you make of it, Holmes? She backtracked. Went backwards to follow the path she created. You're saying she's carefully stepping into every one of her own paw prints? Backwards? Can a cat do something so precise? If what's illustrated here is to be believed, yes. And once done, she can continue somewhere that would disguise her whereabouts better than like a path of grass. A patch, not path. It is but one of many tactics an animal will use to escape its predators. Chelsea is a pet, but when push comes to shove, she can draw from her natural feline instincts to deceive her adversaries. Adversaries? I don't know that word. She must have wanted to get away at any cost. I didn't think anyone could hate Her Majesty so much. I think hate is a strong word for it. She's simply not the most attached yet. Not that your interpretation is of any importance. The cold truth is that Chelsea ran away from the Queen. At least the truth wasn't as cold as Holmes. It matters not if she hates the queen. The point I'm making is, all living things will act on their natural instincts the moment the situation calls for it. Much like this. Eek! Holmes suddenly had his oncoming fist mere centimeters from my nose. Jeez, Holmes. Jeez. I stepped back before he could strike. What on earth? Holmes! How? You can't do that to a girl. Slow-witted as she is, she moved without a second thought to avoid the danger. I see your point. I wasn't thinking much at all when I moved. And you say Chelsea would adopt those same instincts? Oh, Emily, you're too sweet for your own good. Point proven, yes, but you nearly hit a young lady in the process. You won't be earning high marks for chivalry at any time soon. Experience is the best teacher. The two of you should be thanking me. If it helps you sleep at night. Watson heaved a heavy sigh. In any case, cats are capable of speeds up to 50 kilometers per hour. Quite a bit faster than the world record for humans, which means we can never beat them. Think, Holmes. There must be a way. What have I missed? For the first time, his face was pinched visibly with frustration. Where did she jump from? And where did she land? If it were on dead leaves, there would, of course, be a trail to follow. We can't simply retrace our steps and hope to stumble upon something. That gives her too much time to escape. What should we do? Holmes? Holmes? Watson? Do you two have a moment? I gingerly spoke to avoid further irritating them. I can't say for certain if this will work, but I have an idea. Really, Emily? Out with it. What if we were to call out to her, bring her to us? Oops. Miss Whiteley. What are you going on about? Ah, there he is. He's just arrived. Over here, Pendleton. The sound of a carriage rattled from behind us. My lady, I apologize for keeping you. He quickly stepped down from the carriage and ran full speed ahead, apparently. Pendleton, were you able to find any? Indeed, I was. I brought as much as I could carry. Thank you. If you would, then, please light them. Right away, my lady. Pendleton went to work burning the plant. I don't understand. Is this part of your plan? These are silver vines. They're plants one would find in Asia. I asked Pendleton to cut some stems off, the ones we grow in our garden. Is that all right? To, snip away at one of your precious plants? A merchant from the East presented them to me, but this is an emergency. No time to fret over such things. The stems and leaves caught fire one by one, and a stream of smoke billowed. Are you daft? You can't burn anything in the park, plants or otherwise. It's prohibited. With circumstances as they are, you will have to forgive me. Pendleton kept burning at a steady pace to keep the fire under his control. My hopes were soon rewarded when, slowly, a curious cat approached from the nearby bush. It mewed as it edged closer, entranced by the rising smoke. What on... Wait, this is... Oh, cute picture. I love it. It is so freaking cute. Now you see, the aroma this plant gives off attracts cats. Its scientific name is Actinidia polygama? I don't know, but yeah. But most know it better as cat powder. It's a favorite of theirs, in fact. They can't get enough of the smell. Would you look at that? The cats are coming from all directions. Oh, thank God it worked. I didn't know if it would, but I'm being honest. I mean, not but, if I'm being honest. I've only heard that it's particularly effective against male cats. Let's hope Chelsea is an exception. Gentle mewing could be heard here and there. As time passed, however, gentle turned to emphatic, and here and there turned into everywhere. Then, to our astoundment, the situation took an even more unusual turn. What's wrong with them? Is this normal? They're dancing like they've gone mad. What is this? Well, the plant's very effective at attracting cats, but its scent has the same effect on them as alcohol does to humans. They're drunk, so to speak. How about that? So that's why they're so loose and rolling around. Watson picked up a cat affectionately, rubbing against its legs. His legs, not its legs. It will take time, but they'll sober again soon enough. And now we have an entirely new conundrum on our hands. If we find Chelsea now, she'll be in no condition to attend the ceremony. Holmes tried to pet a cat also, but it rejected him in favor of Watson. Did you consider what would happen in the event we presented a drunken cat to the Queen? It's all right. Once we spot Chelsea, we'll extinguish the fire and take her away from here. That way, we'll have caught her, and she'll only be a touch drunk. Hopefully. And if we fail? Let's not worry about the ifs, ands, or buts until we've tried and tried again. Now's the time to focus on finding and catching her. As a last resort, do I have your permission to use a sedative? If that's our very last option, then yes, I'll allow it. And who exactly is allowing you to allow that in the first place? You know, Holmes, you would do well if you keep quiet every now and then. You're the one who needs to keep quiet. Oh, look here. Doesn't that Siamese with the gold collar have a gold collar with a jewel? Watson was the first to see the new cat approaching. A gold collar and a white tail. That must be Chelsea. We did it. Here, kitty kitty, this way. Chelsea was staggering, but she was too tempted by the smell in the air to resist. I carefully opened my arms so as not to frighten her, and caught her. Gotcha, Chelsea. Meow. You had us worried, you naughty girl. We really did it, and we got the collar back, to boot. More and more cats were poking their heads from bushes and hiding places, completely surrounding us. Let's return to the palace. I pray we're in time for the ceremony. We met with the inspector, who was coming from the opposite end of the park. What are you doing over here? He was at a loss by the sight of burning plants and the mass invasion of cats. He stared, eyes and mouth wide open. Thankfully, what caught him most was the cat nestled in my arms. There she is! My good man, did you really catch Chelsea? Yes, as you can plainly see. To be precise, she would be the one who caught the cat. My God, I can't read today. You know what? I'm going to let you guys go here. I hope you are enjoying, even though I really had issues today. So I'll see you in the next one. Bye!